What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Tuesday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott and it's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. Yearn Finance, man. Ooh! Yearn Finance continues to rally as traders pay almost free Bitcoin per YFI. Someone mentioned YFI on the channel the other month and I didn't buy any. You miss a boat, you can't swim and catch your fucking boat up, mate. Don't care who you are. I nearly said Lance Armstrong, that's cycling. Thorpe, was it Thorpe? The torpedo, could be the torpedo, mate. Who was the other one? Damn, I need to start watching the Olympics again. Anyway, Yearn, what? Yearn Finance, what? After a month of extraordinary returns of more than 740%, DeFi darling Yearn Finance, YFI, keeps climbing. While traders remain divided on whether the top has been reached, for the price of it's still room to, if it's still got room to grow. As of press time on Monday, FYI was up 3.5% over the last 24 hours and up more than 154% over the last 7 days, currently trading at 33,765 USD. The rally continues after the YFI price exceeded that of Bitcoin earlier in the month, causing some discussion in the community over whether such a high price per token is ultimately a good thing or not. However, previous paragraph, you just need to look at the decimal places. You don't actually have to use one of them, do you? Or you could just use 0.1. You know what I mean? Not mean Jimmy. Not mean Jimmy. Hey? So, $300 that. Not mean Jimmy. You go, no, you don't have to be a full one. However, while one YFI is now worth almost 3 Bitcoin, it's ranked 26 by market capitalization, which stands at 1 billion USD or 0.5 of Bitcoin's capital, 0.5% of Bitcoin's capitalization. Also, BTC 24-hour trading volume was 30 times larger, standing at 15.6 billion USD today. While opinions are divided on what the future holds for YFI, looking at the asset from a technical analysis perspective, it seems that FYI's exponential uptrend remains intact, with no resistance levels to be found on the upside. What? However, exponential rallies always come to an end at some point, with relative strength index RSI currently being in extremely overbought territory. A short-term correction could be on the cards for YFI. I would say he's likely on the cards, but if the analysis is saying there's no resistance on the uptrend, then Meanwhile, crypto-focused hedge fund and holder of YFI at Spartan Capital still claims that they are not selling it. We're not selling it. Also today, major crypto exchange Binance announced that it don't like the end of this paragraph. Also today, major crypto exchange Binance announced that it is listing YFI USD perpetual futures contracts with up to 50 times leverage, prompting speculations whether an FYI dump is coming. Careful, guys. Be careful. Separately, Arthur Hayes, CEO of crypto derivatives exchange BitMEX, wrote in a blog post last week that I, like many other punters, am enjoying yield farming meme tokens. However, he also added that this degenerate behavior may end up costing him most of all the money. I mean, gee, it's right. He thinks he's going to lose all the. He's added the degenerate behavior may end up costing him most or all of the money he invested, right? But said that this is okay since the only way to learn Oh my God. It's the only way to learn about the products and services that will be in demand in the next wave. My core investments of gold and silver. Mine is physical gold. My interest in 100 times dwarf investment in Yearn. Yeah, fucking. Some people thinks it's going 100 grand. This tweet's for all those who don't own any YFI. And then Crypto Yoda. He's put like, well, you're one of the few who will not get burnt in this madness. So not being positioned might end up being a good thing. 40k YFI will be good for the bigger cause. People's really hoping it carries on. And I am a little bit worried for the people only just going in. Do you know what I mean? Just be careful. Only risk money you can actually afford to lose at the moment, guys. It's a dodgy one. Is it going to 100k? Who knows? Is it going to have an epic retrace? Who knows? It's likely. Most can't stay overbought forever. You would expect at least a little retrace, a little. You'd expect it it's worth watching. I just want to make sure that everyone who in our community is a little bit prepared for the possibility of an absolute monumental dump coming in that soon. Yeah. Serginov. There's a guy who wrote this about Kava. Speaking of DeFi and the future of finance. Kava makes interoperable DeFi the future of finance. Excuse me. I've got a bit of wind today, sorry. The summary, I don't need to read the summary. The cryptocurrency industry has given birth to a plethora of trends over the past 11 years, whereas altcoins, alternative currencies often based on Bitcoin code, were created in significant amounts during the early stages that trend in a lot of the, that is babies for you. That's an elementary skill for us. Even the ICO craze, blah 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 blah. Kava welcomes different assets, interoperability, providing liquidity. All right. One thing all major DeFi tokens have in common is how they cater to Ethereum enthusiasts first and foremost. Either their software is built on top of this blockchain, or users need Ether or Ethereum-based tokens to tap into these DeFi offerings. Kava is a token that represents a different era for decentralized finance. It's an ecosystem that creates opportunities for hodlers of different tokens. I actually meant to say holders then, but it just comes out hodlers these days. It said holders. Sorry, Serginov. I'll try and say it right, bro. Sauce. The sauce is DeFi Pulse. Rather than fishing in the same pond as all other DeFi tokens, Kava is tied to an ecosystem where Bitcoin and other top crypto assets will become the main driver of liquidity. Combined with additional liquidity revenue streams from Ripple's XRP, Binance BNBs and Cosmos Atom, the Kava token will keep gaining value based on the amount of value locked in the Kava protocol. How it affects Kava. The DeFi industry currently manages over 6.9 billion in assets. This is without the involvement of Bitcoin directly. Primarily wrapped in Bitcoin gives BTC holders an option to explore these projects, yet it represents a market cap of just 362 million. Bitcoin has a market cap of over 217 billion. Capturing 0.5% of this market cap represents a 1 billion increase in assets. It is equally possible that 5% of the Bitcoin supply will find its way to this platform, yielding a 10 billion increase in assets that would, in turn, yield Kava token increase by anywhere between 500% and 5,000%. Those numbers may seem steep at first. Just a bit. But it's perfectly possible. No other DeFi project on the market provides access to Bitcoin in its native form. In previous years, traders primarily focused on buying altcoins to increase their BTC portfolio. Given the lackluster performance of altcoins in BTC value over the last few years, traders will be eager to explore new options. The DeFi Bitcoin XRP angle, mate. Blockchain geometry, yo. Partaking in DeFi lending is not possible with most assets today. Given the liquidity Bitcoin, XRP, Atom, and other assets can bring to the table, one has to wonder why no other project is exploring these options. Holders of Kava will directly benefit from people owning either of these assets who are looking to earn some passive revenue. All of the top DeFi lending ventures are competing for the slice of the same pie as part of Ethereum ecosystem. While Ethereum is the home of DeFi for now, it's not the only source of liquidity to be tapped into. Kava's decision to explore a completely different frontier, Binance Coin, Bitcoin, XRP, and others, gives it a competitive edge over all these platforms. Not just in terms of tapping different markets, but also in how the native Kava token will be perceived by potential investors. How it affects Kava, Ethereum, as roughly 21% of Bitcoin's market cap, it is a good platform to explore due to smart contracts and overall liquidity. However, real market liquidity lies with Bitcoin. It just does at the moment because of the amount of the market cap and the volume. It legitimately, that's all it is. So chill your beans on that before you blow up. I had to interrupt myself then because all you Bitcoin haters. Yeah. Real market liquidity lies with Bitcoin for now. An asset no other DeFi provider has been able to tap into so far. For Kava, it will introduce unprecedented liquidity, which will directly affect the value of this token on the market. As DeFi continues to dominate the cryptocurrency landscape right now, it is evident that any new project has tremendous potential. However, no one has ever tried to do anything with Bitcoin and XRP on the same platform. This creates an entirely new paradigm, which can have significant consequences across the board. Binance will drive significant growth. On the surface, it may seem like a daunting task. Bitcoin users may not find their way to this new DeFi offering automatically thanks to core partnerships. This will not be a problem. The growing list of partners includes Binance, the world's leading cryptocurrency exchange, who announced on Thursday that Binance Skating launched, powered by Kava integration. More importantly, this DeFi staking, did I say skating then? I meant staking. Fuck off, Ed. Staking solution will likely soon integrate into many other trading platforms, soon like Coinbase. The beauty about an integration is that any app dealing with crypto can now offer DeFi to their users. For example, Robinhood. These integrations with Kava give any financial institution DeFi for the top cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, XRP, Atom, and Binance Coin traders, for example, will now have direct access to Kava and its features without leaving the comfort of their favorite apps. Binance CEO CZ states in an interview, "We're definitely looking at DeFi very closely. Binance has two separate platforms. One is like a centralized exchange platform, and the other one is sort of a Binance chain, decentralized blockchain. So I think we're offering similar centralized finance solutions on Binance.com, like saving and staking. And we're letting some of the industry players lead the effort on the decentralized finance development like Kava and other projects. Given how MakerDAO attracts roughly 3% of the Ethereum supply, there is no reason Kava can't do the same with Bitcoin and or XRP and or Atom. Attracting 3% of the Bitcoin supply is a much greater feat. 3% of Bitcoin supply represents 554 Bitcoin, or over $6.52 billion. That alone can catapult Kava's market cap to over $3 billion in quick succession. All of the top DeFi tokens market caps represent roughly 50% of the value locked on the platform. For Kava, the new liquidity streams will directly influence the price. Its current market cap is achieved primarily due to Binance Coin. Last week, Binance announced it integrated Kava support directly. This is an important first step towards bringing DeFi to a much bigger audience. BNB holders can now use their assets directly through Kava to mint USDX through the Binance platform. This is the first DeFi platform to be integrated into this prominent exchange directly, further highlighting the potential Kava has. CZ told CoinDesk on Thursday that our users have been requesting Binance.com give them access to DeFi. Binance prioritizes user experience, and in the spirit of the community, Binance.com now offers direct integration into these DeFi products, allowing the products value out to flow out of Binance.com users. And that's happening with Kava and BNB, to name a few. Removing intermediary steps to use Bitcoin in decentralized finance has not been done before. There are always hoops to jump through. For Bitcoin holders, direct support of Bitcoin ensures users don't need to convert to Ethereum or to another token first. This will create unprecedented access to DeFi solutions for Bitcoin users. More liquidity will yield a higher Kava token value as it grows, based on the total value locked on the platform. Binance has estimated $3 billion in assets. Having an exchange as a partner will trigger an influx of liquidity for Kava. More liquidity means a higher Kava token price. Binance holds over 250,000 BTC or $2.95 billion in Bitcoin in custody at this time. That makes this partnership all the more valuable. Moreover, the example set by Binance will create an intriguing precedent for other trading platforms directly integrating DeFi projects on a larger scale. It's a matter of time at this point. As more platforms go down this route, the price potential for tokens such as Kava will increase exponentially. Other partners bringing value to the Kava token. A list of partners on the Kava website includes major names in the cryptocurrency world. As mentioned before, Binance is both an investor and supporter. Other noteworthy companies include Ripple, Lemony OKEX, Arrington XRP Capital, Dokia Capital, Coil, and Greg Kidd's Yard Yaka Fund, to name a few. This Latin investor is well worth keeping an eye on. Greg Kidd, has built up a very solid investment portfolio in the cryptocurrency world. He has backed ventures including Coinbase, Ripple, and Square. Kidd is also an early investor in Twitter, one of the largest social platforms on the planet today. What most people may not know is that Ripple has made an investment, a rare occurrence, as the company isn't known for investing in token projects. The fact that they choose Kava over other opportunities shows there a lot of potential waiting to be unlocked. All of these contributors, either financially or due to platform integration, are all driving value for Kava. Ripple's involvement is significant as it has strong ties to the financial sector. This partnership also ensures its native XRP token will be integrated, thus providing more liquidity and more support for the Kava token. How it affects Kava is receiving so much outspoken support from individuals within and outside of the cryptocurrency space confirms the Kava token is one asset to keep a close eye on. All these partners and backers acknowledge it is time to explore the frontier of DeFi and interoperability instead of focusing on just one of the two aspects. It's worth noting the bullish Kava price momentum continues to fly under most people's radars. That is surprising. as no other DeFi project has this much support from companies within and outside of cryptocurrency on day one. Kava holders and potential investors can rest assured the project is in good hands. Coinbase integration is likely. Recently, Coinbase announced as many as 18 new assets may be listed on the exchange. This contains multiple DeFi tokens, including Kava. Coinbase is still one of the gateways for new users eager to explore the crypto industry. Coinbase is a reputable exchange. Earlier this year, the company had $7 billion in assets under management. Integrating this DeFi functionality into the exchange would be an option worth exploring, with so many assets, not just for Kava holders, but also for Coinbase users actively seeking new opportunities. It's pretty much winding down, that article, but it's got a little bit. The media picks up the scent. Let me just throw this hoodie off because we're getting warm in here now. We're getting warm in here now, mate. Oh, it's cold at first. Turn that heater off. 20 minutes. I nearly did this in 2 different videos, but because Yearn finances DeFi itself, then I just thought, why not merge it? The media picks up the scent. Even though Kava is still flying under the radar, there has been a notable increase in news volume. Forbes called Kava the hidden gem of the decade. Cointelegraph, one of the biggest crypto media platforms, mentioned Kava nearly a dozen times in recent months. On Entrepreneur, in one particular article, Kava was named as the Uber of Bitcoin. However, I believe that a more accurate assessment of Kava is the hidden gem of DeFi. It goes well beyond what other projects provide. More importantly, it does so by bridging the interoperability gap between different ecosystems. On YouTube, content creators are also paying increasing interest to DeFi and native tokens. In this video, the Kava assist. His name is one of 10 tokens that could have tremendous market potential. Interesting. Price rise has begun. Even though most people remain unaware that Kava, the token, has noted incredibly strong price gains over the past few weeks, following very strong momentum. The token is up 62% in value over the past 30 days. This brings its current price to $4.20 with a market cap of $111 million. There's still ample room for future growth, especially once the liquidity of Bitcoin XRP. I'm buying some more Kava. The conclusion: Kava is a platform. As a platform, is tapping into a brand new frontier. This competitive advantage cannot be overlooked by potential Kava investors. A new era may be drawing upon decentralized finance, and those who paid attention from day one will be able to reap the rewards. Mixing decentralized finance with interoperability is a daunting task, but a step that needs to be taken to advance the cryptocurrency as a whole. The vision outlined offers tremendous potential, especially with a Binance integration in the near future. Looking beyond that part, the upcoming support for Bitcoin, XRP, and Atom is a major deal for both the platform and the native Kava token. Considering how Kava is still misrepresented on nearly all crypto data aggregators, it positions itself as a very appealing investment. Those with long-term vision are in a prime position not only to support the project at an early stage, but also be rewarded for the confidence down the road. I'm buying some more Kava. I bought some Kava. We got some Kava at $1, us, and I sold it in 3 and 4 as it was on its way up. We needed a bit of money, and it was one that had gained. Do you know what I mean? So it's, some people's like, oh, you're fucking knobhead. Why'd you fucking sell that? Well, I'd over tripled my money, mate. It was a good investment. It was a good time to come out, and it paid for stuff we needed at the time. It's not always a bad thing to sell, and like I say, I will no doubt be buying some again. I just want people to think like there's certain things being pushed in the narrative in people's faces, and they're fucking going. And I just feel like that could all come crashing down very soon, and then there'd just be a couple of projects under the radar that actually do go off. I will say one thing about decentralized finance. It is staking, lending, and shit like that. It's not just decentralized finance at its core. It is basic definition should be the transfer of value without an intermediary. Any platform that allows you to send value to someone else without needing someone else to say, yeah, that's okay. That's DeFi. That is decentralized finance. You're not in a centralized system where someone can lock your account. You've not got a NatWest cash card where NatWest can say, no, it's not working today, that. Do you know what I mean? It's legitimately decentralized finance is exchanging or sending value. In my head, exchanging or sending value without an intermediary. Like, but DeFi in the actual industry is basically a decentralized platform for staking and lending, innit? It's a little diff because finance isn't just sending money. Do you know what I mean? Finance is legitimately debit, credit, lending, the fucking lot. It's everything to do with value, really. Decentralized finance is just taking it to a whole new level. It is a bit of a buzzword at the moment, but it's extremely interesting how much traction it's actually getting. So keep your eyes on it. Be careful in Yearn. I keep calling it Yearn. I can't even speak, mate. Stupid project name. I'd literally I want people to just don't jump in. Just don't jump in too quick. I mean, there's people even say, people are expecting a dump on this. I don't know, me. I actually don't know. I just want everyone to be careful. I wanted to mention it. I'm not telling everyone to go and buy it. It's going to hit 100k. And like some other guy thinks it's going to hit 100k. Arthur Hayes on Twitter thinks it's going to hit 100k. Not Scott Pratt. Scott Pratt knows 100k is possible, but he's not telling anyone what he thinks regarding fucking price movement. I think it could go to 0, me. It could also go to 1 million. I ain't got a crystal ball, so I don't know what I'm saying. It's crazy. DeFi. We're going to be talking more about it at DLTCon 100%. We're actually looking at Uniswap, OX Exchange, Kava, Apple fourth coin and stuff like that. We're looking at, different forms of liquidity and adding your own liquidity pools or creating your own exchange. Basically, jumping into DeFi and not just grabbing a DeFi token and holding it as an investment, but actually utilizing the features behind it to get more gains than you would have just sitting with Kava in a wallet on its own. Yeah, it's a little different when you're holding VeChain on BitChute and they're just sending you VeChain 4 and you're buzzing. But on a decentralized, on a DeFi platform where you're in control, non-custodial, you're going to have to tweak it all and set it all up yourself, do some liquidity pools, pool some of your Ethereum to something else or your Kava to something else, and you're staking and you're looking at reaping some of the rewards. So definitely look into it. If you want us to do more, I'll be showing more to Kava, maybe probably Uniswap and OX Exchange. But if you want me to look more into Yearn finance, we will do. Let us know in the comments. Enjoy the rest of your week. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours. We love crypto. We love IOV. We love DeFi. And we love you, baby. Yeah. You take care of yourself. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.